Consider this. Two companies have equal resources, media, and hiring opportunities, but one fails while the other thrives. For what reason? Coincidence? Evil fate? Probably not. Because of its uniqueness, one of these companies is heavier than the other on imaginary scales. Now a motivational speaker, Simon Sinek owned a consulting firm in 2002. He realized something was wrong with his career and felt trapped. To fix things, Sinek investigated his demotivation by studying the lives of successful business people and world changers. Sinek noticed that all big leaders started with why, even though Martin Luther King and Steve Jobs were different. Sinek published Start with Why and spoke at many public events about his discoveries. Part 1. A world that doesn't start with a why. Decisions underpin all company activities and future. It controls every step and outcome. Sinek says we often don't know what drives our decisions. Read literature, attend conferences, and ask colleagues. Collect as much data as possible. We may not make the right choice. Something may be missing. Additionally, achieving our goals may be a one-time luck. However, sometimes you ignore advice and follow your intuition, and everything works out. How do we proceed? Sinek says we assume too much. We assume we're successful because our product is good or better than the competitors, which is like admitting you know nothing about your business. Because assumptions are often incomplete or flawed, they should not be used to make decisions. Sinek says business owners and leaders should not assume, but consider what drives their decisions. How do you influence clients and employees? There are only two ways to influence human behavior: manipulation and inspiration. Many businesses have used manipulation for years. Though effective, it can have long-term negative effects. The following are manipulative methods. Pricing. You can attract many customers by lowering prices. However, if they continue to pay below average, they may refuse to pay more. This may harm the company. Promotion. Providing free items like carrying cases or memory cards encourages people to choose you. Again, what if they take it for granted? Fear. Fear manipulates humans most effectively because it appeals to basic instincts. It convinces clients they'll have trouble choosing competitors. When politicians say opponents will raise taxes, they manipulate with fear. Fear works even if the danger is imaginary. An armed robbery would still be charged if a person with a banana in his pocket tried to rob a bank, according to Sinek, because the law assumes the person has a gun. What matters is belief, which is caused by fear. Aspirations. Offering clients a product or service to help them achieve their dream sounds noble, but it's manipulation. 6 steps to a happier life are a short-term response to a long-term desire and will not work. Pressure from peers. People often doubt themselves and think others know better. A salesman who says 70% of your competitors use a service will likely sell it to you. What if they were offered a lower price? Even worse, are they idiots? Novelty. A company adding features to a product is not innovation, but a novelty. Colgate has 32 toothpaste varieties, and their competitors aren't far behind. Not bad, but it confuses clients and adds no long-term value. Overall, Sinek believes manipulations hinder business growth. The danger of manipulations is that they work. And because manipulations work, they have become the norm, practiced by the vast majority of companies and organizations, regardless of size or industry. With every price drop, promotion, fear-based or aspirational message, and novelty we use to achieve our goals, we find our companies, our organizations, and our systems getting weaker and weaker. But there is an alternative. Part 2. An alternative perspective. Some leaders inspire rather than manipulate. Both individuals and organizations use the same pattern to motivate people. The author calls this pattern Golden Circle. The Golden Circle, inspired by the Golden Ratio, a mathematical formula for proportion and even beauty, has 3 parts: what, how, and why. The truth is, most people know what they do and how. Few ask themselves why they do what they do. When I say why, I don't mean to make money. That's a result. By why, I mean what is your purpose, cause, or belief? Why does your company exist? Why do you get out of bed every morning? And why should anyone care? Sinek says the golden circle must be balanced to work. Balance comes from clarity of why, believing in something bigger, discipline of how, principles and systems bringing ideas to life, and consistency of what. Again, he says that when why is fuzzy, Growth is impossible. The order of the golden circle is crucial. Start with why to provide context and ensure a long-term result. Sinek uses Southwest Airlines, which became a business folklore in the early 1970s, to demonstrate why. Only 15% of the population traveled by air. Southwest focused on the rest and offered them fast, affordable travel faster than buses and cars. This was their reason. Southwest had to change industry policies to be an airline for the masses. They had to be cheap, unlike other companies, fun, no suits and ties on planes, as was the norm at the time, and simple, making ticket booking easier. These steps were their how. Southwest became one of the most profitable airlines in history after September 11th and other crises by knowing their goal and choosing the right strategy. Part 3. Leaders need a following. Leaders always have followers. Sinek distinguishes between being a leader and leading. In the former, people follow you because you're the highest ranking, while in the latter, they follow you willingly. What makes you worthy of leading the crowd? Everything comes down to trust. When people feel protected and cared for by a boss or organization, trust develops. It appears when people feel a boss is approachable, when executive offices are open and security guards are absent. Only then will they reciprocate, says Sinek. In addition, strong cultures can foster trust by making people feel like they belong. Sinek emphasizes that humans survived and evolved because we developed cultures, not because we were the strongest. Culture consists of values and beliefs. Sharing values and beliefs builds trust. Sin says to hire people who relate to your culture and are passionate about your why. Southwest Airlines, which tried to be a general interest company, dressed flight attendants in tight pants and go-go boots. They realized they only recruited cheerleaders and majorettes because only they dared wear that stuff. However, they perfectly fit the company's culture, spreading optimism and cheering people up. It's why. Great companies don't hire skilled people and motivate them. They hire already motivated people and inspire them. Unless you give motivated people something to believe in, something bigger than their job to work toward, they will motivate themselves to find a new job, and you'll be stuck with whoever's left. Sinek says companies and clients should build trust, not just between bosses and employees. According to the law of diffusion, mass market success requires penetration of 15–18%. You need 15–18% loyal customers to grow your business. You must communicate your why to make them loyal, not just willing to buy your products, but willing to endure inconveniences to stay with you. Part 4. How to rally those who believe. Return to the golden circle. It must be three-dimensional, a cone, says the author. Organizations are hierarchical, so cones represent them. On top is a leader, the why level. Next, we have executives who know how to implement the leader's ideas. These actions, outcomes. Leaders choose the destination, while executives choose the path. Leaders should be visionaries and executives, realists who get things done. Sinek says most people are how types. Many leaders call themselves visionaries, but when asked what they enjoy most about leadership, they say building things. How types have that trait. This is why many successful companies don't change the world. Most companies, no matter how well built, do not become billion-dollar businesses or change the course of industries. To reach the billion-dollar status, to alter the course of an industry, requires a very special and rare partnership between one who knows why and those who know how. What does a why type look like? Bill Gates comes across as shy and unenthusiastic in public. He can inspire the crowd as well as motivate it. This happens why? Because Gates is charismatic. Sinek says, charisma is hard to define, nearly impossible to measure, and too elusive to copy. But all great leaders know their why. Gates saw computers as the perfect technology to help people be more productive and reach their potential. His why was obvious. Even if you have a clear vision, you must be heard. The 2004 Oprah Winfrey Studio audience received a free car. It was all about marketing Pontiac's new car, but no one remembers the model, even though they donated $7 million. Pontiac failed to communicate their why. Many remember Oprah, but not Pontiac. Part 5. The biggest challenge is success. Sinek distinguishes achievement from success. Achievement, like a goal, is measurable and achievable. You achieve when you get what you want. Success is more like a state when you know why you want something. Problem is, we often confuse achievements with success. While building a business or career, we become more confident in producing results, our what, and experts in how we do it. But we forget why we started. After success, you relax and focus on achievements, but it can become a major obstacle. Leaders may forget their true purpose and stop sharing it due to their many responsibilities. As the organization grows, as it becomes more successful, it becomes physically impossible for one person to make every major decision. Not only must others be trusted and relied upon to make big decisions, but those people will also start making hiring choices. And slowly but surely, as the megaphone grows, the clarity of why starts to dilute. Sinek believes that business will decline without why or how. You can produce goods and services without meaning if you lose why. Losing how means losing structure, and passion without structure usually leads to failure. He calls this split and emphasizes that the golden circle must be united. Examples of splits include Starbucks. Its customer experience, not just its delicious coffee, made it popular. Starbucks ex-CEO Howard Schultz loved Italian coffee shops and brought them to the US. He knew why, and ceramic cups and plates helped create a relaxing environment between home and work. Since ceramic crockery was expensive, the company switched to paper cups. Sinek jokes that this gesture said, "We love you, now get out." This saved money but eroded trust because why was gone. A split can also result from losing the inspiring leader, who may leave or die. Therefore, why must be integrated into company culture. Everyone must look beyond profit. The new leader must be equally passionate and ready to spread it. Part 6. Discover why. From where did why come? The author's personal struggles led to the golden circle theory. He was thrilled to start his business. Despite statistics showing that over 90% of businesses fail in the first 3 years, his business survived, making him proud. In the 4th year, it became business instead of a passion. Sinek became paranoid, accusing himself of being less smart than his competitors, and convincing himself that no one liked him and that his clients thought he was a fraud. He did some analysis to figure out why some businesses succeeded and others failed. Why did Apple outmarket competitors? He focused on successful strategies, realizing all successful companies had something in common. He quickly discovered his golden circle, the key to success. He realized his problem was why loss. His obsession with why led him to share this technique. Sinek concluded that a business's biggest competition should be itself. We constantly compare ourselves to others, trying to be better, provide better quality, etc. What if we focus on improving from yesterday? How about making our company more successful than before we joined? Competing with yourself requires knowing your why. This is your values and game. Starting with a why opens more doors. Imagine if every organization started with why. Decisions would be simpler, loyalties would be greater, trust would be a common currency. If our leaders were diligent about starting with why, optimism would reign and innovation would thrive. According to this Start With Why book summary, Simon Sinek teaches that big money doesn't guarantee great business. It doesn't mean you'll make this much next year either. Although paradoxical, true success comes when you ignore money and focus on something else. Caring about your employees, colleagues, clients, etc., and offering them something with an idea can make a difference. You gain trust and loyalty this way. This is how businesses change the world. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and hit that subscribe button for more content like this. And hey, why not share it with a friend who could use a little more mindfulness in their life? Until next time, stay present, stay peaceful, and stay tuned for more insights from our channel. Thanks for watching.